Peace. Welcome to Spears and Mike's Hip Hop Culture, Knowledge in the Streets. I'm L1, and I got a special host, co-host with me today. My brother, one of my day ones, my longest friend in the world. And
Big
Zulu brother on
facts.
top of that, my brother Streets. Peace.
Peace, King. Appreciate you
I
having me
keep.
on the show, man. Go back a long time, 30 years, bro.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. I had to get you on here, because I was like, you've been one of the brothers that been putting me on the pot forever. Like when I really didn't care too much to listen to him, you had him bumping all the time. Poster on the wall. I think you had the All Eyes on Me poster, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't that on your
Yeah,
wall?
yeah. Got that
Word.
shit from got it from the wall. Can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, got that
Yeah.
shit from the wall. That's how far back we go.
Yeah, that's a fact. And it's funny because one thing I remember about that poster is your brother was like, he came in the room and he was like, I think he was like, yo, Street's got the other half of the poster under his bed.
The title was just
'Cause-
his naked torso, right?
right, it's just
Yeah.
hot naked from the waist up. And your brother said you had the other half of the poster under your bed.
I
So that
remember
that shit
that.
that shit had me in tears, yo. Um, but yeah, you had the poster on the wall. You was bumping the album all the time, and I just can't believe that here we are. Like I think next week is the 30th anniversary of the album. So
Yeah. February
it's the
13th, man. We
word.
blessed, man. We getting old, dog. That shit was 30
That,
years ago.
yeah, that's a fact. Something that we listened to 30 years ago, and we're here to talk about it now. And so many people that we know have passed. In between those 30 years.
Yeah, we
So
lost a lot of good ones on the way.
indeed, a lot of good ones. Me and P, we be talking about it pretty often. Like, the town lost a lot of great ones throughout the years. And, we really got to count our blessings to be here, in 2026. Word, man. But, for those that, are fans of hip hop, 1996 was a legendary year.
Definitely.
A lot of heavyweight releases, and I know we personally we spent a lot of bread on CDs that year. You know what I'm saying? Whether we was buying them, whether we was stealing them, whether we was doing Columbia or BMG and not paying for the just paying the penny,
Oh
and not
man,
paying not paying for the 10 other discs. You know what I
you're
mean?
showing your age right now.
Word, nah, come on, man. I did that shit mad times. I've had different CDs sent to me with fake names. You know what I'm saying? With fake names, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. However we could get the music. But some of the standouts, is Fuji's, The Score, De La Soul, Stakes is High, Redman, Muddy
Yeah.
Waters, um, you know what I'm saying? Helter Skelter, Nocturnal. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Hove, Reasonable Doubt, Nas, It Was Written. You know what I'm saying? So there's some
Yeah.
real crazy heavyweights.
Yeah. And I think I had all them joints too.
Yeah,
I think I
that's a
had every
fact.
last one you just named too.
Right. Yeah,
Every
like
last one.
like it was like mandatory to buy it, or just have it somehow. Um,
Yeah,
but
that's
when it
what's different
comes,
now, man. When back
right,
then you had to actually go out and get the music on a Tuesday, like, yo, which album am I gonna buy? Which album I'm gonna buy? Like
right,
Tuesday, we was up in the Wiz and Tower Records, bro. We had to
yeah,
have it.
the wall. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the wall. Yeah, for real.
The wall.
That's
I
how it
know
was.
Crook.
It's just,
Crook used to hit that spot up. If you give
oh
him
yeah,
$5, you give him $5, he'll take you whatever CD you want.
yeah, yeah. He's probably the
Um,
reason they ain't there no more.
word. And then we used to go. Remember, we would buy, like, if we had the sticker on one joint, we would take the jewel case off and put it on
Oh
another
yeah, oh
album.
yeah,
You, you know what I'm saying? And then
oh
be like,
yeah. I
"Yo,
forgot
it's not.
about that.
It's
Damn.
skipping. It's skipping. Give me. I need a replacement." And you go there every
Oh
week with a new
man,
replacement. Because joints were skipping. We would be
forgot,
playing them shits, dropping them. You know what I mean?
forgot about that. You bought one, you had a lifetime guarantee on all your CDs.
Right. Yeah. That's why the wall went out of business because of that sticker. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? But
fact.
it was good times to be, 15, 16 years old, and just being able to spend all your money on albums and food and, clothes or whatever. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this album, the album sales were it was over diamond before I think it went digital, and now the album is like over two times diamond, like 22, 23 million sold, I believe, worldwide, which is
That's
it's
crazy.
incredible.
20
Yeah,
million. That's a lot.
right. Yeah, it sounds like, I don't know, like Michael Jackson numbers when you think of it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
Yeah, well,
know?
Tupac, he's a mythical, you know what I mean, person. He's like he's got a cult following. Is what I mean to say.
Right, no, he
People
does.
love Tupac. Everybody loves Tupac. 30 years.
Right.
How long has he been gone? 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 30 years.
Yeah. Right, that's
People,
right. So, right. 30 years on that too. Right.
yeah. 'Cause he
I
passed
believe
away in
towards the
September.
end of this, right. So,
Yeah,
come
September
September will be
something.
30 years. Because this came
Yeah,
out right before his death, and then I think
Machiavelli was right after.
Machiavelli, right, right
Yeah,
after, exactly. Which is a classic
yeah.
also, in my
My
opinion.
wife said 29 years. That's my version of stat baby.
Well,
Yeah, my wife just said 29 years.
she
Thank you,
yeah,
babe.
well, she
September
calling out the
13th, 1996. Yeah.
yeah, that's a fact.
Stat baby.
Um, well, shout out to the wife. Um, yeah, man. So, 20 million, 20 over 20 million sold. Um, he was I think he had everybody's eyes, like when he said all eyes on me, like I really felt like the whole world was really looking at him, right? He had came home from jail, and he had
Yeah.
the MTV cameras behind him chasing after him like paparazzi. It seemed like he was on the news and MTV Rap City nonstop, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Source magazine, everything, every publication.
All that. He was on fire. He had a lot of controversy around him at the time. Then he linked
Right.
up with Suge and them. Those was probably the most controversial dudes at the time. So it was definitely a perfect marriage. It made total
Yeah.
sense for them to link up.
Right. Right. And it was a good move on Suge's part, because the buzz was already around Pac getting locked up for the alleged rape. I don't even know if it's
Yeah.
called alleged rape at this point. For only God knows, so I'm gonna say alleged rape. You know what I mean? Because there's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that.
it's no disrespect to the survivor. I always want to stand with the survivors, but whatever the case may be, that caused like a media whirlwind around him, and Suge kind of capitalized off of that,
Yeah.
bailed him
Yeah.
out
Now
or
Suge,
got him
Suge was
out.
no dummy.
Nah,
Suge
very
knew
smart.
exactly what he was doing. Yeah, he knew
Right,
exactly what he was doing.
right,
He said, I'm gonna put them together with Dre, Snoop,
hmm,
Daz, you know what I mean? Daz on the
right,
beats.
right.
Daz made a lot of those beats. I think he might have made more beats than Dre on that album.
Yeah, he did. He had
To
more
be honest,
production
yeah,
credits than Dre.
yeah.
Um, what's his name? You know who had a dope beat on there too? DJ Quick. He did some work on there too. Um, which was dope. A lot of features on this album too.
I
A
feel
lot of
like he did
features.
Picture Me. I feel like DJ Quick did Picture Me Rolling.
I'm not sure what joint offhand. I have to look it up, but it's a joint that I do like. Um, so I'll go through some of the features here. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the track listing up. Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, Fatal Hussein from Outlaws, Daz Dillinger,
Mm,
Method Man, Redman, Corrupt Gotti, Casey and JoJo, Rapping Forte, Sibo, The Outlaws, Dre, Roger Troutman. That's just on disc one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like that's crazy.
E40's on this
It
too.
that's a fact. Yeah, off the dome, you
Yeah.
already know that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't
E40,
hard to
Sibo,
find.
Richie
Yeah.
Rich.
I love that song.
Word. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a joint. It's a
Richie
dope
Rich,
joint.
I'd rather be your nigga. That's a dope one right there.
Word. Word.
Do you do you
What
have
disc
any
do you like
favorites off
better?
the
Yeah,
uh I think this one, bro.
yeah,
I think this one, but
this
but
one is
this two got
flawless.
some hit. Yeah, but both the intros on both the discs are crazy. You got Ambitious of a Rider, and then you got Can't See
Fire.
Me, which got that P Funk type beat on it. And he
Right,
went
right.
hard on that one. And
Yeah,
then you got Wonder Why He Called You Bitch on the second disc. You know what I mean?
word.
I mean second disc, which is just being Pac, telling
Right,
stories and shit. And
right.
Ain't Hard to Find, Rather Be a
Then he
Nigga.
mentioned
But I
Dolores
think
Tucker on that too, right? On that Wonder
yes,
Why I
yes.
Call
You
You a
mentioned
Bitch.
her on that one and on How Do You Want It. Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
she was getting
You remember
mentioned quite a bit around that time by hip hop, you know?
yeah, yeah. Her and what's the dude's name? Calvin Butts.
Right, because then
Remember
they
dude
rolled
that got the
steamroll,
yeah,
then they
steamroller?
steamroll.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
You remember at
crazy.
my wife's wedding, I took her garter belt off to How Do You Want It?
Oh, word. That's a fact. That's crazy. Yeah.
What'd you say? Oh, I said at your wife's wedding. At my wedding, I took my
Yeah.
I took my wife's
Yo.
garter belt.
He said at your wedding you took my wife's garter belt off.
Yeah.
Listeners is like, yo, this is a crazy story. Two swinging
Yeah,
ass
nah,
motherfuckers.
I'm sorry. I apologize, America. I misspoke. At my wedding, I took my wife's garter belt off to How Do You Want It by Tupac.
Yo, shout out to your wife for getting us straight on that. Cause I was yo, we would have been looking crazy on here, yo.
Word. She's
Yo,
over
keep
there
her
like, hey,
around in
yo.
case she keep
Yeah.
it right. Freaky ass brothers. On the wedding day, no less. Like, yo, what was going
Yeah,
on?
on the wedding day.
Crazy.
What are your
Um,
favorite joints on the album though?
man, Ambitions as a Rider is probably like, my all-time favorite. But when I was listening to it today, I kind of had a new appreciation for a couple of joints, man. Like Hearts of Men and Life Goes On, man. I thought those joints was deep. Like Life Goes On.
Oh yeah.
Like
How many
Life Go
niggas fall victim to the streets?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
That's a
listening to
hard
them
one,
joints.
bro.
Them joints, I was listening to them today and they kind of just like they hit you because like like you think about all the people that either passed away from gun violence or died early, and you like, yo, you just
Yeah,
appreciate being alive, and you know what I'm
that's a
saying, like,
fact.
yeah, like, so it hit me harder now at 30 years later than when I first heard it. Like, I guess we were younger and in a different mind frame. Like, you know what I'm saying, we weren't like, we didn't see everything that we've seen now, you know what I'm saying? At that point in time, being
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
15,
yeah, yeah. We
you know
was
what I'm saying?
juveniles. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were young,
Yeah.
so we was just really just starting to be outside and starting to see craziness, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
That's a
but that
fact.
particular stretch from, see, to me, if you could just go down the whole disc one and not have to skip nothing, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Got my mind made up. My brother used to play
right,
the hell out of that song, bro.
world.
Which was a
I
dope
f-
song at the time, just to let everybody know, like, yo, I don't got beef with the East Coast. It's just a couple niggas over there I don't fuck with. So that
right,
that was dope that Red and Meth linked up on that track. And I heard a
yeah.
story, I can't recall it off the top of my head, that Inspector Deck actually had a verse on there.
I heard
But for
it.
some
It's
reason
it's
he
out
got
there. You
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
YouTube it. You can YouTube it.
Really, yeah. But
Yeah.
for one reason or another, he got taken off the song. I'm not quite. I'm sure the story is out there somewhere on one of these
Yeah, I
platforms.
believe somebody was either jealous of it or, I guess maybe he spit too much fire and people were
Oh, he must
intimidated
have
to
went
be on it.
hard. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Inspector Deck, he's known for some of the craziest like verses in hip hop, as
Yeah,
far as like Protect Your Neck, Triumph, you know what I'm saying? Like he's dangerous to
yeah.
put on a posse cut, you know what I'm saying?
And that's
Especially at
and
that
that's
time.
that's what was ill about our day in the rap game. When niggas got on the track with you, they was trying to kill you, bro. You
Take
know what
your
I
head
mean? Just
off.
look
Yeah,
at
for
some of the
real.
classic joint. Yeah, like Banned from TV, John Blaze had niggas
Right.
rewriting their verses. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right. Even the
that's just
great
how it
ones were
was back
rewriting their
then.
verses. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Pun had niggas rewriting their verses. Rest in peace to Pun today too, man. It's 30 years that he passed away
Yeah,
today.
I saw his son Chris
Yeah,
Rivers post that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Rest in peace to Big Pun, man.
word, definitely, man. That's another crazy. Can't believe he's gone for that amount of time. So, um, yeah, that stretch, man. Like I said, those are my favorite joints. Um, I wanted to ask you because when I was listening today, and I haven't listened to the album in a while, California Love, the album version, that sounds different than the video version that we heard. Is that different?
Yeah, yeah. There's
Yeah.
two different versions of the song. Yeah,
Why the
yeah. I got a
video
funny
version
story
sounds
about.
better?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I don't know why there's two different versions, but I work with this dude, or I used to work with him. He's like 60, 63 years old. Love California Love, bro. That's his favorite song. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why I'm talking to a 63-year-old white man about hip hop. We was just talking. He was like, yo, he's like, that's Tupac's biggest song, right? That's his most popular song. I was like, hell nah. I was like, no, it's
Mm-mm.
not. So we started arguing. I was like, nah, me, off the top of my head, I thought that Dear Mama would be a more popular
Mm-hmm.
song just because everybody got a mama. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a
Right,
mother.
right, right,
So we was
right.
sitting there going back and forth. We Googled it, and the white man was definitely right, bro. I had to give him my hip hop card I gave him my hip hop card for 30 days, y'all. I was like,
That's
damn, this
crazy.
nigga is right.
He earned that.
Yeah.
He earned that card.
Yeah, yo, to
He.
California Love, come on, he rapping it word for word, bro.
That's
Every
crazy.
time.
That's crazy. Um, Thinking like when it comes to that, I don't understand why the video version sounds better than because this says it's the remix. So I'm like, if y'all got the remix on the album, why you don't have the original? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
why?
think I think that might be like some remastered stuff. Cause the version I
Maybe
had
that's what
back
it
in the
means.
day, it had the video, it had the you know what I mean, the real version, the version that everybody likes. I know
Right.
which version you're talking about, but the one we talking about, dan 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 dan
Right,
dan
right, right, right,
dan
right,
dan
right. This
dan
sound
dan. Yeah,
completely different.
yeah, yeah,
And
completely different, and it's not as good. I totally agree.
this one sounded like a
I,
little bit more boring, like it was missing some instruments or
yeah,
something. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I agree, 100%. I agree. I don't really care for that version, to be honest.
Yeah. You know who was dumping, who had a good verse too? Only God Can Judge Me. Rapping Forte did his thing on that joint too. He
Oh
spit on that
yeah,
joint.
yeah, rapping Forte,
So
representing the
what in
Bay
the
Area, right?
video?
Oakland.
Yeah, yeah, facts. The videos, right? I think they did a video with Snoop for two of America's Most Wanted, right? If I recall.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one where they're in the courtroom.
Right, right, right.
I ain't
So
mad
that
at
was a
you. Got a
big,
video.
right. That was a
Yeah,
big
how
record
do
with
you
Snoop.
want it?
How Do You Want It was
Um,
another video.
what's the other one? Uh, every other city we go, I see the
What Nate Dogg,
same. The
right? The
one with
joint.
Nate Dogg. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yep.
yeah.
Right,
I think those are the three videos he had on that one. He might have had one
right,
more. Oh, and of course, California Love.
right. So he had like 4 or 5 videos for the
Yeah,
album. So we both agreed that this one we think is better than this too, right?
yeah, yeah.
Overall,
But
or
just
do you?
don't get it fucked up. There's still some heat on this too, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I
No,
feel like
that's a fact.
this one got a
The
lot of the
heavyweight,
classics on there.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
more
Like
heavyweight
Shorty Wanna
joints.
Be a Thug. Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. That's a real good song, but that's like it's like the shit that make you think more is on this too, in my opinion. You know what I'm
Right, yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's
Like
true.
yeah. Like if I'm
Right.
not mistaken, I ain't mad at you's on this too. Wonder why they call you bitch is on this too. Shorty
Mm-hmm.
Wanna Be a Thug.
Right.
Uh what else is on there? What's your phone number? A lot of people don't like that song. I like that shit though.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
what's your
recall that
phone
one too
number?
much.
Yeah,
Like I remember hearing it today,
yeah.
but it's
It's
a
got an
hard
old
album to
sample on it.
it's a hard album to consume in like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to have like 2 hours to listen to basically the whole thing.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
as you listen, right, you start to remember the ones that you liked the most years ago, and then you start like
yeah,
appreciating certain songs more. But then it's like it's so many songs that you can't you if you're not really familiar with the album, it's hard to like, you know what I'm saying, speak on every joint. Um, but it's would you say for you it's like a top 10 hip hop album personally for you?
Oh yeah, for me personally, hell yeah,
Might be in
absolutely.
your top 5, top
Yeah,
3, you know.
yeah. That shit might be my number one, actually.
Right. That's what I was
I gotta
saying. Could
think
be your
about what's in
favorite,
my
right?
top five. Yeah. I know
Right.
I got It Was Written. A lot of people like Illmatic, but I like It Was Written better personally because it sounds in my opinion, Illmatic sounds kind of dated now. If you listen to
Mm.
It Was Written, the production on it sounds like if that album came out now, it would still be, you know what I mean, up to date production wise. I
Track
probably got
masters,
Muddy
Tone and
Waters in
Poke.
my shit. Yeah. Yeah, I probably got Muddy Waters in my shit. Yeah, but it's definitely a top five album.
So look at that.
Easily.
1996
That's my
plays
yeah.
a heavy, heavy. Those are all 1996 releases that you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Muddy
Yeah,
Waters,
that's
that's never gonna get old with me.
yeah. That was we played that a lot, a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I gotta go back to it every so often.
you think this is Pac's best piece of work overall?
Yeah, I think so. The Machiavelli album was great too, but I think this one is the best one.
Right,
I think he put everything into this one because you know, like it's been well documented that he was just a workaholic. Like he
right.
knew he didn't have a lot of time, so that's all he did was record songs. And I think when he got out of jail, he had all that pent up in him. Pause, and he just put it
Mm-hmm.
all out on this album right here and made sure it was his
Right.
best work. Because it was a highly anticipated album if you remember the time that it
Yeah,
came
very
out. It
much
was
so.
like everybody wanted to see what they had. Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
wanted to see how that dynamic was going to work with them, and yeah, they pulled it off. They in the history books, so they pulled it off. As
yeah.
short lived as it wasn't even a year. Was it
I
like
think
what,
MT.
9 months, maybe?
Right. I think MTV played a big factor in the album's success. I feel like they was talking about Pac like every hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whether
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
it was like
yeah. Because
nonstop.
they got the California Love video documented, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they got that documented. That's when Pac was he was flashing the money at the camera, was like, if you come to death row, he had all the
Mm-hmm.
hundreds, Suge standing next
Mm,
to him with the Doberman. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, now you're right
Wow.
about that. MTV definitely played a big part in it. Absolutely.
I mean, like because we young, right? We coming home from school or not even going to school, cutting school, and just putting on MTV, and I feel like Pac was
Yeah.
just like every half hour they were mentioning his name or playing his music.
Yeah.
You know what I
I hate
mean?
to sound like the old head, but that's when MTV actually played music.
Right, right. It wasn't just
You
like
know what I mean?
reality. I mean, they play comedy shows
Reality
now,
TV.
reality TV and
Yeah.
comedy. The Wayans brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Martin
Um,
and shit.
right, right. So Pac, man, I heard a story about Pac that kind of relates to like Zulu a little bit. Aside from him, he has a legendary picture where he got the Zulu medallion on, the African joint, the red, black, and green with the fist, and it says Zulu
Mm,
Nation on it. Um, he besides
it's
that,
tight.
I heard when he was in the Bronx, because he was born and raised in the Bronx. He spent a little bit of time as a
Yes, yeah, he
youth
definitely
in
was.
the Bronx.
Yeah.
I heard a story where I think Pac's cousin was being interviewed, and he said he brought him to a jam from Disco King Mario, and that's one of the pioneers of hip hop, who was a Black Spade, which was right before Zulu
Mm.
Nation started. They said Pac was at the park watching Disco King Mario spin, and this is like the very
Yeah.
alpha, the very beginning of hip hop. And they said Pac didn't want to leave the park. You know what I'm saying? He was like amazed at watching Disco King Mario on the Wheels of Steel. And he said that he knew like Pac was basically gonna be involved in hip hop because he was so amazed at what he saw at the Park Jam in the
Right.
Bronx. And
The
flash
birthplace.
forward. Right. He got to witness some of the early jams as a youth in the Bronx, and then wound up being one of the greatest and biggest stars in hip hop. So that's kind of like dope to see that he got to see, park jams as a youth before he moved out of New York. Even though most people in New York don't even claim him. I mean, we do claim him, but he's so associated with the Bay and LA and all of that that most people would
Yeah,
say he's a
yeah.
West Coast figure. You know what I mean? But he's Bronx born
Yeah,
and
you're
raised.
absolutely right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right. He was
But
born in the Bronx, the birthplace of hip hop.
right, you know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to Cool
So,
Herc.
word. Man, so Pac is definitely gonna always be, I think, revered as one of the greats in hip hop, no matter how much time passes. I see the youth are still, like young people still check for him. They're still somewhat in the know, whereas like some youth don't even know about anybody from the 90s. They know who Pac is, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope.
Yeah.
You, you know what I mean? I don't know how long that'll last, you know what I'm saying? So now we 30 years almost coming up on his passing. uh 20 years from now, will people still talk about Pac? I think so. I think he's like a, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like
I
a
think so.
generational artist, you know what I'm
Like
saying? Like he's
like
right,
Elvis is somebody like they still talk about
like
Elvis.
Elvis. Right, like James Brown,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Jimi
saying?
Hendrix. Yeah, Jimi
Right,
Hendrix.
right. The Beatles, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I think
Yeah,
like he's somebody that they're probably gonna talk about for a very, very long time, if not forever. And I think he
yeah,
deserves all
yeah.
those
There'll never be another
accolades.
one.
Right.
There'll never be another one.
Super controversial, right? Um, and I think the thing that's dope about Pac is that to the commercial world, they saw him as a gangster rapper, but I think a lot of that was like posturing, and I think we all know like the true Tupac was like deep down a revolutionary based on his mother,
Yeah,
Afeni Shakur.
activist or something like
Right,
that.
an
Yeah,
activist, a revolutionary based on his mother being an original Black Panther and that having that type of influence in his life, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what,
I got a
I'll
question
remember
for
him for
you.
a deep thought. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you like the movie?
I did
Have
like
you
the
seen
movie.
All Eyes on Me, the movie? I
Yeah, I
liked it
did like
too.
that. I saw it in the
I remember.
theater.
Yeah, I liked it.
A lot of people
Yeah, me
criticized
and my
it.
wife saw it in the theater as well. Like, like the guy couldn't have looked any more like him. You know what I mean? I thought he
He
did a
did
great job. I
he
liked
did a
it.
great job. I don't know what people like, especially in hip hop, but particularly our people, blacks, Latinos. We criticize everything when it comes to our cultures. We're never satisfied with nothing. I
Yeah.
don't know what could have what did you wanted a bigger budget?
What more
Did you
could they
want
have done?
special effects? Do you want special effects? I don't know what you want out of
Yeah.
that movie. You know,
They wanted the real
um,
Snoop and Dre in the movie with him.
right, right. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
yeah,
or
like they
Tupac
got a bunch of
hologram.
guys. They cast. Yeah, like they casted a bunch of actors who they thought, you know what I mean, looked similar to the people he using around. And you see, they
The
had the
dude looked like
Outlaws
Pac.
in it. You know what I mean? That
Right.
yeah, the Outlaws were actually part of his entourage, yeah, which was, you know what I mean, made it kind of feel authentic. But
Right.
they did as good as they could, in my opinion. I really
And
enjoyed it. Every so often,
I
I just put it on and watch it.
yeah, I gotta buy that one for my collection. I got a lot of digital movies like on Amazon Prime, like 300 movies, and I've been meaning to buy that, and I've seen it on sale for $5, and I overpassed it, but I have to buy it, especially just to like build
Yeah,
my hip hop collection of movies. You know what I'm saying? That's a great one, yo. I'm gonna be real.
yeah.
I forgot who I saw it with in the theater, but I remember recently, like a few years ago, watching it at the crib and my wife crying, you know what I'm saying, at the end. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like
Oh
got a little
yeah,
teary eyed too.
when he wanted to go back in the apartment and then he left.
Right, right,
And when he
right,
left
right,
at the
exactly.
end, he left wifey. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yep. That was all
Um,
she wrote. Yeah, we getting.
Everything was
Yeah,
dope about that
what you think
movie.
about what you think about Keefy D?
I think he's
Are you
stupid,
familiar
man.
with that?
Like,
You in
yeah,
tune
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was pretty in tune with it. I think that he's a fool for just speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? And now look at his
Yeah,
situation now. They're gonna
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
they're
he thought
probably
he
gonna
was
fry
doing
him for
something.
that. He thought he had like
Yeah,
I guess he thought he couldn't be charged with it, and he kept talking and talking about it because they gave
yeah.
him that pass initially. You know what I'm
Ain't no
saying? Have
statute of
you heard?
limitations on murder, bro. Everybody know
Right, that's
that.
what I'm saying.
I
Right.
haven't heard
But
anything about it, but I know he's. I don't believe he has bond or bail. He's just sitting in
no,
there.
he's incarcerated. Yeah, he's
He thought it.
still locked up.
Yeah, he
So
thought he
the
was
the
because everybody in the car is dead except him. So he thought he
right,
was,
the
you know what I
gunman
mean,
is
doing
dead,
something.
right?
But all he did was, yeah, all he did was implicate himself.
So
Like you
Orlando
put
Brown,
yourself there on
was
the
that
scene,
the
bro.
alleged gunman? The gunman was killed, right? He had a
Orlando
later
Anderson,
shooting.
yeah, that
Orlando
was like his
Anderson.
nephew or something like that. Yeah, that
Right,
was like
right.
his nephew.
You know what's
Yeah, but
crazy? For the
he's
past
the
half
only one
hour,
that was left in the car.
I can't see the dog on your lap. You looking crazy.
She low, there she go.
Yeah.
Say what's up to America,
Oh,
Rose.
yeah. All I saw you was just swiping at your lap. Looking crazy.
Say what's up to America, Rose.
Oh,
There
that's
you
your dog's
go.
name, Rose?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the name my brother gave her. I just kept it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dog, man.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keefy
man. It's
D.
just definitely a fire album. Oh, you want to stay on Keefy D? Yeah, now go ahead. Keefy
No,
D,
no, I
he's
really didn't have much to
like
say
I
about
said,
it. I mean,
all he did was just implicate himself. Like he thought he got a free pass. Like, oh, I'm just gonna
right,
tell that everybody else did the dirt. I was just there. You know what I mean? Nah, you put yourself in the car at the time of the murder behind the wheel. Like, yo, bro, you bugging.
right,
Like, what did you
right,
think was gonna happen?
right. At some
Now look
point, it
at you. You
was
jammed yourself up.
crazy. It's it's
Yeah,
sad, man. It's a
could have
sad
got away with
situation.
it.
Right,
Could have got away
right.
with it, but you know what I mean? And he should
In a
know better.
way,
That's what these YNs do, tell on each other, tell on themselves.
right. They'll put in some work and make a song about it the next day, or just post about it on IG, or you know what
Make
I
a
mean?
post on IG, like, yeah, man.
Right.
He should know
Yeah.
better, man. You 60 years old, bro. Come on,
Right.
man.
He been a gangster way too long to know, to act that way. Um,
Yeah, and
but
you're gonna get on the camera and tell. It's not like he was telling one of his homeboys. He told the world.
right. I wonder what, I guess it was Vlad's interviews that initially got him jammed up, right? That's what kind of exposed all of that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. But he did write a book though prior to
right,
that,
right. No, I
if
know he
I
wrote the book. Yeah.
remember correctly. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah,
So
he
Vlad,
definitely
he was just
did.
asking him questions about the book, and that, you know what I mean, brought more heat to him. Because probably nobody read that book, you know what I'm saying? That was
Most
just a
likely,
money
yeah,
grab
very
for
few
him. But
people. Right.
yeah, nobody,
Um,
yeah. The feds ain't reading that book.
what do you What do you think? You think like Death Row East, you think that would have been successful had Pac officially launched it?
Yeah, yeah, that would have been fire, bro. I'll be interested to see who he will work with, man. 'Cause I know he had a real tight relationship with the Boot Camp Click. Those are his
I
boys
think
right there.
I think they
Rest in
would
peace to
eventually
Sean
sign
P.
to him. Right. I think they would have signed to
Yeah, yeah, I
him.
know he was tight with Black Moon as well.
Yeah.
Black
Naughty
Moon, I
by
know he was
Nature.
tight with, of course, Red and Meth. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
Tretch. Yeah, it would have been interesting to see who he would have worked with if that would have went down. But we never
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
see it. But yeah, it would definitely Naughty by Nature would have been, because Tretch is his homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah. Tretch got
Yeah,
the,
that
I
would have
think,
been interesting
Pac
to see.
tattooed on his forearm going down his arm.
Yeah,
What do
yeah, 'cause
you
they go
think
back
about
all the
what
way to Juice.
right, right. Yeah, one of my favorite movies indeed. Speaking of Juice, what's your
Yeah.
favorite Tupac movie? Is Juice your favorite Tupac movie?
Juice, we see you got Juice, Poetic Justice, Above the
He got
Rim,
some
maybe. Nah,
classics.
it gotta
He
be
got
Above
some
the Rim.
classics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta be Above the Rim. Because Above the Rim to me is like a on my boys' other show, we did a top five basketball movies list, and I
Hmm.
definitely had Above the Rim in there. But they're
Right.
all good
Def
though. Poetic Justice is good too, though. That's another
classic.
good one. It'd be between
Yeah.
Above the Rim or Poetic Justice.
Mm, that's crazy. I gotta
My
go
man
with
shared the
Juice.
screen with Janet, bro. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Everybody was
all good
jealous.
though.
Yeah, he was a very good actor, yo. I thought he was like he actually could act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why
What's
he beat up John Singleton, right? He was supposed
I
to be
believe
old
so.
dog.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
that would have been a good. He would have pulled that off.
I heard he wasn't supposed to be old dog. Maybe he was, but I think he was also supposed to be what's the brother, the Muslim brother that was in? Remember he used to sit on on the refrigerator and block brothers
Oh,
from drinking the
Sharif.
40s? He was supposed to be Sharif
Sharif.
also. And
Oh, really?
but
Yeah, he would have pulled that off too.
you know why he didn't get the role for Sharif? I mean, he maybe he did try to be Old Dog also. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with that, but I wouldn't doubt it. But for Sharif, he said that I'll be Sharif, but I want a backstory. Like, let me show myself to be like a wild gangster, putting in work, and then becoming Muslim and changing my life. Like, I just don't want to be show because they never
Oh.
really showed Sharif in his like Goonie stage. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just showed him, oh yeah, he
No,
became
they
Muslim.
just touched it. Yeah, they just glossed over it. Yeah, they just
Right,
glossed over it very lightly. Like they didn't even tell
right,
like what he was into. It was
right,
just like, yeah, he Muslim now. All he do want to do is preach to us.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that would have made sense though. He has a good point. Like you got to
Yeah,
show him putting in some work and then show him, you know what I mean, converting to
right,
Islam. But
right.
that
That's
made
that's what
sense
he
though.
wanted. That's what he wanted, and I think that was a fair request. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get some action and then flip it on them, and you know what I'm saying? But man, that
Yeah.
would have been a
Yeah,
legendary
no, that
role
makes a
for
lot of
him.
sense.
Right, right.
Yeah, because that's another legendary film right there.
One of my
That shit is
favorites.
good cinema.
You think it's
That's another one that got to be 30 years in.
right. Oh yeah. Oh well, I mean, look at Juice is from 1991 or 92.
Yeah, that
92, I believe, you know what I mean? So
ooh,
that's already,
damn,
we're
bro.
talking 34 years. You know what I'm saying? So Boys in the Hood is like
Goodness.
91, you know what I'm saying? All the movies came out in the early
Yeah,
90s. What's your
yeah, they
favorite
all
hood
came out
movie
about
while
the
we
same
on it?
time.
What's your favorite hood classic movie out of all of the joints?
Favorite hood classic. What do I kind of want to say? Menace to Society. I gotta
Over
think.
Boys?
There's so many of them. I like Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood was good, but no, they didn't have no bitch ass niggas in Menace to Society like Trey. All the all them niggas in Menace to Society got busy at one point, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Except
fact.
States, because that nigga knew how to play football. Yeah.
Only
But
thing
yeah,
Trey
I
punched
think
was the air, right?
yeah, probably Menace to Society, bro. Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
real. He was, you know what I mean? He was
nigga
soft.
spazzing.
You know what I mean? But I can relate to him, man. His dad, yeah. His dad tried to keep him out the street. It's like when I used to
Yeah,
get,
he
you know what I
wanted.
mean? When I used to be running, hanging out with dudes, I used to get pulled over. And the cop niggas, you know what I'm saying? They run my record. They see I'm a square. You pull me to the side, like, what are you doing with these guys? I'm like, nigga, these
Right,
officer, these are my friends. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
right,
Detective, these are my friends. Like, you know, these are not good guys. But I'm like, yo, like, I've known these
right,
guys since elementary school. You know what I mean? Even though I
right,
don't, you know what I mean? I'm not active like they are. Like I've
right,
known these guys for years. My mama know they
right.
mama, all that, but they don't understand that.
You're not
Like
supposed to
you're gonna
associate with
gravitate to the people that's in your environment. Yeah,
right,
yeah. Like just because I'm
yeah,
not, you know what I mean, doing hood shit, I'm still from the hood, nigga. The nigga that don't do nothing but walk to the corner and get on the bus and go to school, he's still from the hood, nigga. Like
right.
I
Yeah.
don't think they
Not
understood
everybody,
that, but it's
not
like it
everyone's
is
gonna
what
be
it
a
is.
killer. Like not everyone's gonna be a hustler. Not everyone's gonna be, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Some people is just right in the middle, like just trying to survive and mind their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
real shit. Yeah.
I would say like out of the hood classics, man, New Jersey Drive is one of my favorites. I think it was slept on, criminally slept on.
Oh,
Very
forgot about
authentic,
that one.
really authentic.
Forgot
Strapped.
about that
Remember
one.
Strapped with
That's a
with
good one.
Fredro and Bokeem Woodbine.
Oh,
Strapped.
yeah. See?
Busta Rhymes was in that
Yeah, you put me on the
also.
spot. You had time to think.
Yeah, no, I'll
New
be
Jersey
that's I
Drive
got
with the
all these.
classic soundtrack.
That's a fact. Volume one and
Classic
two. For real.
soundtrack. Volume
Word.
1 and 2. Yeah, that's a fact,
Two
bro.
volumes. Two volumes.
Like I said,
Mm,
Strap.
Cause
Yeah,
yeah, Strapped.
Bokeem
I'm telling you, that
Woodbine, Strap,
HBO.
the
That was only
Fredro.
on HBO, right? You know what I'm saying? Strapped. I think I
Yeah.
watched that with you back in the day,
Damn.
like back then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But all,
Yeah, that
all of
was a
them are
fire
great though.
movie, bro.
Boys,
That's
Boys
how,
in the Hood
yo,
is great.
it was very authentic too, because you know a lot of that goes on, bro. Like I'm down
Yeah,
here in
nah,
Florida, and they're very loose with the guns. So there's a lot of gun smuggling rings that come down here and buy up all the guns, and then you sell them for triple in New York. You know what I mean? So that
It's
that was
crazy.
very authentic. That whole storyline.
Strapped, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Strapped. It was a
yeah,
crazy
strap.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
People forgot about it. People
Because you
forgot
don't even
about
need
it.
you don't even need a permit down here no more though. You could
Right.
carry without a permit now.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you know what I mean. You move down here today. You change your license over. You get a Florida ID, bro. You good. You can just go buy
Go get a hammer
a
instantly.
pistol, whatever you want. You good.
Yeah. I know if
Yeah,
I ever move to
instantly.
Florida, after soon as I get the keys to the apartment and change that license, I'm getting strapped up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my brother said to
Word,
leave that
man.
shit alone. He said that
Yeah,
shit got yeah. He said that shit got him in more trouble than it got him out of. Yeah,
I could see
I
that
was
happening.
it's
Yeah,
real shit.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for real. Shit got
yeah.
me in more trouble than it got me out of.
Right. Yeah, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm honored to have you on here as, one of my longest and closest
I
brothers.
appreciate the invite, man.
Yeah, no, I had to. Like, I knew if I was going to talk about Pac, man, I wanted to, be with somebody that, like, I listened to Pac with, you know what I'm saying, back then, during his
Yeah,
time.
hell yeah.
So before we close out, I
Yeah, we was
say,
there to
what do
see
you,
it, bro.
right? Before we close out, what do you think the Tupac legacy will be, in the future, like 10, 15, 20 years from now? Like, what do you think he's going to be known
Like
for?
revolutionary, and somebody revolutionary for sure. And just somebody that was, yo, he was beyond his time, man. A lot of the stuff he was saying back then is still prevalent now. You know what I mean? It's
It is.
just he was just a but he was just yeah, he was just way beyond his time, man. That's how I feel
Yeah.
about him. He's just, in my opinion, he's the greatest.
Word,
You know what I mean? He
that's
might not
your,
have all, you
he's
know what I
your,
mean, the word.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah, he don't have the wordplay that, you know what I mean, like a Biggie would have, because Biggie was just a in my opinion, a better rapper than him. I hate that we always got to compare the two, but he was a better
yeah,
rapper. But I thought like Tupac, like his flow was more simple, but I think like his subject matter and all that was just, you know what I mean, it was different. Cause he was
yeah,
truly schizophrenic, you know what I mean?
right,
Like he could make a song like Brenda's Got a Baby and then talk about how do you want it, you know what I'm saying? He
right.
just had range. That's what I liked
Yeah, he's
about
super
him. He could do any
versatile.
any subject matter.
Yeah,
Yeah, super versatile.
yeah. I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that, man. Yeah, man. But I really appreciate you, bro, coming on here and giving me your time and energy,
Yeah,
man.
it's a
You know,
pleasure, man.
yeah, for real. Go tune into that All Eyes on Me. Give it a new listen. 30 years later, let us know if it sounds good to you now,
Yeah,
or does it sound better? Does it sound dated? I think it sounded great. You know what I'm saying? 30
yeah,
years
I
later,
agree. It
still
does
sounds
not
great.
sound dated. Wait, it's
It
funny
don't.
because we always have that conversation. Like, there's certain albums that don't sound dated, and that's one of them. Reasonable Doubt's another one. Life After Death. There's certain
Hmm.
albums from 30 years ago that the production still sounds like if it came out today, it'd be good. But in
Right.
my opinion, a lot of the stuff that from the 90s, it sounds dated. But those few
Yeah,
albums I just mentioned do not by any means. No way.
bro. I'd agree with you on that.
But
Yeah,
I
man. Yeah,
appreciate you having me on, man. Anytime, brother.
yeah. No, definitely. Definitely. We'll get you back on here. Yeah, man. Peace to everybody. Salute. Peace and love.
Peace.